Okay, would it work like this? Okay, hello my friends. So I thought that today I would take you on a little trip with me because I realized that it's been a while since I made a vlog video, and yesterday I went cycling around my new neighborhood, you can say, because if you are new here, by the way, hello, my name is Becky, and approximately a month ago, well, month and a half, I moved to Austria, which is my new home now. And yesterday I went cycling on this new bike route I found, and I found a free little library, which is actually the first Austrian little library I found somewhere outside, and I didn't really have much time to stop by and have a look at the books, and it used to be, or it seems to be, pretty big, so I'm kind of hoping that there may be some English books as well, and I just thought that I would take you with me and we can go and have a look together. So I'm just gonna quickly change and we can go. You are coming with me. And yes, my friends, this is how I go cycling, with these pink glasses with heart shape and this helmet, which is approximately 10 years old, but I think like more I get to the age of 30, which is in less than 2 years, I just don't care. I love these glasses and I just wear them. Let's go. Fall. I'm holding with my left arm because for some reason I caught my phone into my right arm. Not a good idea, so see you soon. Okay friends, we found it, and as always I am super shy to film outside, but luckily no one is at the street right now. But look at it, so pretty. Wait, look, beautiful and huge. Ta-da! Okay, so let's have a look. I think most of the titles are gonna be in German, as expected, because we are in Austria right now, clearly. But I'm quite curious to see if there could be something in English as well. Da-da-da-da. Oh, media performance. I cannot really see when I look through the phone, so I think I will have to put the phone down for a while. Oh my gosh, Johannes Mario Simmel, I loved one of his books. Okay, Shirley MacLaine. Well, hello from the inside of the bookshelves. I think that since yesterday somebody was here and already rearranged the books, because very briefly I remember some other books being outside more. I mean, they have the whole collection of Winnetou here, which is pretty cool, but it's in German, so it's not gonna help me at this point really. Okay, so the sad outcome for me is that all the books are in German, and most of the titles I don't even get. And I was thinking, by the way, sorry for having still my glasses on, but at this point I'm so red and sweaty because it's absolutely roasting outside. But yeah, all the books are in German, unfortunately. But at least I know about some place where I could bring my books, because I do think that people here would maybe be interested in finding some English books here as well, because I would be. So maybe some other people as well. And so far this is the only free little library I found in my neighborhood yet. But there is this one book which kind of caught my interest, but I'm not gonna take it obviously, because right now I'm struggling to read like 10 pages in German, and this book is approximately like 400. So I'm not gonna take it, but I'm gonna show you this one. But yeah, it's very, 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 very thick. But something tells me I would enjoy it, so maybe one day if it's still here. That was the cutest car ever. Okay, my friends, so I'm gonna head on and cycle for a little bit, and then I will catch up with you at home. Bye bye. So many cyclists. Okay, my friends, hi. So I am back home now, and it's actually the next day, because then yesterday I got a little busy with other stuff. But I just thought that I would finish with this video with little reading update and tell you very briefly about the books I am currently reading. And I must confess that I am struggling a little bit, and I feel like I am in little reading slump, because currently I'm reading 2 books, but I just feel like there's been so much happening recently that even though when I wanted to read a book, I would always get distracted and just do something else. But okay, let me tell you. So the first one is called The Table for Two by Amor Towles, and that's an author of the book The Gentleman in Moscow, which I read at the end of the last year, I believe. Wait, at the end of the last year? Well, it's been a while ago since I read that book, but I really, really liked that one, and I loved his writing style and the way he just constructs sentences and then put the thoughts on the paper. I found it really beautiful, and I wanted to read his another book as well. And I started to read this approximately 2 or 3 weeks ago when we went to holiday in Italy, and I took this with me. By the way, Italy, absolutely wonderful. We spent there 2 weeks in 3 different places, and it was so lovely. And I started to read this, but I must confess that right now I'm still only in the third of the book, and it's a book consisting of short stories, and each of the story is quite different, and you have different characters, and I really enjoying it so far, because as I mentioned with the previous book I read by him, I just really enjoy how his writing is almost poetic, but I do struggle a little bit to sit down and continue reading. I don't know why. But then I have another book which I bought recently, and actually I am sort of making another video about this book, because this is the book. I am not gonna read the title out loud because it's in German, and as you know, I am still learning German. I'm still attending this Deutschkurs, which I have 4 days a week for 3 hours, and now it's been the 2nd month. I started in July, and now it's the mid-August, and I have it basically almost every single day. And then if I don't have course, I just learn by myself. And I decided that it would be a nice idea to start to read my first fiction book in German. And I had no idea how difficult that would be, and I'm making the whole video about basically this book, and it's sort of like a vlog of me going through my my first German fiction book. And so far, let me tell you, it's quite an adventure, and most of my pages there, I'm now at the very beginning, but they look like this. So everything is just like every single word is just translated, because I just don't know what 90% of the words means. But it's quite interesting challenge, and if you would be interested, hopefully by the end of the year I can publish this video and you can have a look how my journey was. there is not that much I can tell you about this book. It's a little fantasy book for kids, you can say. It's set in this lovely village, I believe somewhere in the north, according to the titles, and it's about 3 siblings basically living in the village, and then something magical happens there. And that's pretty much all I can tell you, because whilst I'm still only in the first few pages, I must tell you that even if I translate every single word, sometimes the sentences still do not make sense to me. So it's quite challenging, but maybe you can help me a little bit, and if you by any chance read one of these books, maybe you can hype me up a little bit, and that will help me to keep going, because I just feel like now I'm in a season where I just really like to do different hobbies as well, like, and that's something I really struggle with, and having this like hobby guilt, or like artsy guilt you can call it, because I have so many things I love to do, you know, like reading, then making videos, then photography, then painting, and or writing, and then every time I don't do some of my hobbies I just feel guilty. But then in the same time I'm exploring other hobbies. So for example, now I'm spending quite a lot of time with paintings, and I would really like to try to do that more, like trying different, you know, like watercolors and acrylic techniques and stuff, and also like journaling, like, you know, the creative journaling, you know, from my different type of videos when I do like different journal spreads. That's something I would like to do, but then I feel guilty that I do not read as much because I'm just focusing on these other hobbies, and I know it's fine. So maybe this could be also a little bit encouragement for you, like if you feel like you are in a reading slump and you're spending your time differently, that's fine, because basically anything you do that brings you joy, it's okay to do. Which are the words I never thought I would say out loud on the internet, because I still feel a little bit guilty, but I know I shouldn't. So I think this is pretty much all I can tell you about my current reads. Not much, reading these 2 books. I do enjoy this one very much. I just need something always to, what's the word, like, force me a little bit to pick it up, and then when I read it, it's fine. But yes, my friends, hopefully you enjoyed this little video. Please let me know in the comments what are you currently reading, and maybe what are your other hobbies, because that's something I'm always interested to hear about and to know. And I hopefully will see you soon again in another video. So until then, take care. Bye bye.